Welcome to my Wrestlemania 41 prediction show video, or whatever you want to call it. I guess this is a video, not really a show. So I'm going to do both nights in this video. So I'm going to start with the night one, I guess. That's a good place to start, isn't it? So the 7 matches announced. I don't think any more matches are going to be announced. Should be 3 more, but one of them's almost half guaranteed, but I'll get to that at the end of this video. But one of them I will be definitely, the other 2 I'll try to remember to get to. So, night 1 again. You got the tag team match for the World Tag Team Championship, so the Raw version of the Tag Team Championship Tag Team Champions. So you got the defending champions, the World Warriors, among team, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, taking on the New Day, represented by, well, I guess they always now can be represented by, that's by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Even though this is a match that I predicted back about 2 months ago for being a match in WrestleMania, the build up to get to it, people saying it's lackluster. Yeah, I kind of agree because even though I figured that they would be having this match, it was just something not the greatest build up. But who cares, because New Day's going to win this match. They have to give New Day, or they don't have to, but it should be give to New Day. New Day this, especially after how they've been acting the last 5 months. Especially starting with when they kicked out Big E. I mean, so it's going to be interesting. So then we got Rey Mysterio versus Algonte and Americano in the singles match. You know what? Algonte or Americano has more single matches than Chad Gable. Chad Gable's only been tag team matches. Will it be with Morgan Alphas? I think he and Jason Jordan Moore had a match together in WrestleMania. Robert Roode or Otis. So he's due for a singles match. But that said, Guante Americano is going to win this match. I don't know why I'm talking like this either. But I think Americano will win this. He may get help from the Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile. If he does, the LWO can come down and try to help. And this kind of sucks, the fact that Selena Vega is no longer on Raw with them because of Ivy Nile. But they can find another Hispanic woman, I guess. They got so in the WA bring up Lola Vias if they wanted to, but since he was on stand earlier in the day, I doubt she's going to be on the card. It's going to be like 12 hours later. So I do think at some point there's going to lead to a rematch between the two, and it's going to be a mask versus a mask. If that happens, Ray's going to win that one though. But that probably won't be. I think that's going to be closer to at least another couple of months before that match actually happens. So when Ray does lose his mask again, it's going to be Dominic. Dominic's obviously going to be the person to unmask Ray. But that's probably a year or 2 away from now. So you got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is the first match, women's match, singles match that didn't have a stipulation or a title in it. So when I say stipulation, meaning like strip your opponent, ball and panty match. I guess that's what it is, ball and panty or pillow fight or something like that, and obviously not a title match. So it took them 41 years to do that. Don't know why. But I'm going to go with Jade Cargill with winning this match over Naomi. No, because to be honest, I would have thought that subject is Bianca is wrestling on Sunday, day two, so I would have thought they would have switched, the matches, or have this on Sunday as well, but be after the no the I guess you could well, I guess Bianca could still get involved somehow in this match as well, too. So it's possible Bianca will get involved with this, because like I think Jay Carter was going to win regardless, and it's like if Bianca turns, this could be where she turns is right here, be full face. She come and act like she's celebrating with Jade and attack her or something, but I think, but I don't know if they're gonna fall through with this as well too, because I think if Younger does come out, that kind of tells me that she won't be winning the World Women's Championship, but I'll get to that later in this video. So then you have the LA Knight. Let me get ahead of myself a little bit. A singles match for the WWE United States Championship with LA Knight defending the belt against Jacob Fatu. And I think either way, whether Jacob wins or loses, I think that's going to lead to him facing Solo Sikoa. But how are they going to get to that? Because if he wins, Solo is going to want probably to say, hey, I want you to give me the first title shot or something like that. But more likely, how I think is going to happen is that LA Knight's going to retain, because Solo Sikoa is going to interfere on the match and cost him the victory, which will lead to them eventually having a one-on-one match at some point. And I'll get to that again a little bit later. Now, well, possible. So then you got the sorry about that for the hesitation here. And the singles match for the WWE Women's Championship between Tiffany Stratton, the defending champ, and Charlotte Flair. I think most people are expecting Charlotte to win this match, except for I'm one of the few probably that don't. I think I'm going with Tiffany Stratton, especially after Friday SmackDown a couple weeks ago, where doing our script and Tiffany actually kind of fought back on it, even though I may not necessarily agree with them going off script and using personal knowledge without permission. It's like Tiffany Pike should not have gone, using the fact that she's been divorced 3 times. But at least she knew, okay, I said something I wasn't supposed to, I'm going to get out of here. And Charlotte, being the vet, should not have said anything about Ludwig Kaiser at all. She just kept it quiet. Especially when she started noticing, because it was like, and I really hope Tiffany, even it was like, if 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, before SmackDown, I would have told you that I thought Charlotte was going to win, but now I've changed my mind. Having Charlotte is going to lose. And so, because Tiffany stood up for herself. Now, this next match, and I think this is going to be the opening match of night one. I got a singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, the defending champ, taking on Jey Uso. The reason I say this is going to be the opening match is, first, even regardless of who wins, you have Jey Uso coming out, and then you can have 60,000 plus people doing the hand thing there with and yelling yeet, yeet, yeet throughout the whole match, especially the beginning and stuff. And I've been that in person 3 times, at least 3 times, maybe more. Uh, and the first time was at Survivor Series 2020, not SummerSlam 2023. And that's the first time I really knew how big it was starting to get. And yes, I think Gunther is going to lose the title to Jey Uso that night. I can see on Monday Night Raw a tag team match with Potentially Ludwig and Gunther with the Usos. Even though Ludwig and Gunther aren't really together anymore, Gunther might come and say, hey, can you just do a favor for me, tag with me tonight against the Jimmy and Jay. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I can see that happening. But yeah, and it's like, let's hope that does Jay deserve it? I don't know, but all the metrics of the crowd reactions, that he's one of the top one of the top sellers in merchandising. So those are the two biggest things that they I to look at. It's like, yeah, but they need to give them the title. I hope they don't. Hope Triple H doesn't go the way of Vince and do a Kofi or Big E. Is to have at least that, even if it's a short one, make him look somewhat stronger. Make him don't look weak like with Cody too. I think there's times where they make Cody look weak as well. So, but I do see Jay winning this match. Now the main event, a triple threat match between the Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. This is, first of all, I'm going to say I don't care. I know I'm guaranteeing you, okay, or as Paul Heyman says, this is not a prediction, it's a spoiler. Roman Reigns ain't winning this match. And I know, I suppose they ain't. But he's not winning this match. It's going to be Punk or Rollins. And I can see Seth Rollins winning it. Because normally I would have probably go with Punk. Because this past Raw, he curb stomped both Roman and Punk. But at the same time, he was saying, hey, with both Punk and Rollins, Punk and Roman, it's like, hey, where was he when he needed help? Where was he this and that? It's like, it's like told him, it's like, hey, Heyman, no woman didn't call you when he was gone, this and that. So it's like, I think at the end of the night, the favor I think Seth is going to have, Seth doesn't need a mouthpiece, but that's what's going to happen. It's going to be, I think you're probably get a heel turn, and it's like you don't necessarily need Punk or Roman winning this match for them to go, because they can blame each other for Paul Heyman going with Seth Rollins. It's like people are saying, well, that makes no sense. Yeah, does now. To me, it does at least. Like the favor is helping Rollins, and I think you're gonna see Heyman helping Rollins unintentionally at first. Well, it seemed like unintentionally too. Then after the match, he just goes with Seth Rollins. So you're in the night with that too. Something that I think most people are not going to expect. People, and I can always see people complaining. You're going to have Punk fans. This is one match where you're going to have people complain no matter which of the three men win. You're going to have the Punk fans if Roman or Seth wins, that wait a minute, that's the first main event. He should win. You want to have Roman fans saying he's the OTC, he needs to win, and then the Seth Rollins like, yeah, he needs to win because he seems like being the third wheel, and so people he's not the third wheel. And the other thing to think of, last time there was a triple threat match with Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins won the match. That was at about 31. It's made 31 in San Francisco. Oh, Santa Clara actually. Yeah, Santa Clara. It's outside, which is in the Bay Area, so close enough. But yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen for night one. Now, night two only has 6 matches, and I'll get to what I think will be the 7th match when I go through the 6 announced matches. So this match probably will be no, this won't be the only match, but you got the tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, defending champs, taking on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. And some of this also has to do with who's going to win the women's number 1 contendership and stand delivered. Initially stand delivered the day before, and it's like, and I think Roxanne and Cora Jade are going to win it. One or two things is going to happen, I think, with that. Either Bayley and Lyra are going to win this match, so you get to face Roxanne and Cora, or they're going to get added to this match and make it a triple threat. If they get added to this, Liv and Raquel are going to retain. If otherwise, I think Bayley and Lyra is going to win the titles. And so that way Liv can, so Liv could go on and maybe her and Io could have a feud. Because Io's going to need a challenger immediately, and we already know Liv is one of the top women heels now, so we get to do it in right there, then either have Dakota Kai or Kairi Sane come in and at some point and be the next challenger after Liv, even depending on how long you want to have. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself too, so let me slow down a bit, pull it back, and go with this. I think, like I said, I think Bayley and Lyra will win it if it's a standard 2 teams. If it's triple threat, Liv and Raquel probably win it. But I think but as it stands, I'm going to go as it's announced as of right now, with Bayley and Lyra winning, and also make Lyra a double champ. Next one is a singles match between AJ Styles and Logan Paul. Logan Paul's going to win this match. Logan probably needs this win, unless AJ doesn't. But Logan probably needs this win to get. I think the last WrestleMania match he won was debut in 2022. I remember his debut WrestleMania match was. Because I can't remember if he won any more. He lost to what's his name? No, maybe not. I think he has won a couple of. Yeah, but I think Logan Paul's going to win this match. So I'm not really that interested in this match, though, to be honest. Then you got the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. You got Braun Breaker. He was the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Penta, taking on Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. And I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio. And I think this is how the Judgment Day breaks up. I think Dominic actually pins Finn for it, and it's like I don't think it's going to be an immediate thing. I think you're going to see Finn get into Dominic's face after he wins this, but then everything's gonna be fine for a couple of weeks. Then Finn it's gonna blow up. Whenever JD McDonagh is back, that's when I think you're gonna see it. So you're gonna have Carlito maybe with Dominic and Finn and JD. What depends on, I think I would depend on how JD comes, because I think Dominic might be a face too, so I think Finn's going to come across heelish. So I don't know, but I think Dominic's going to win his match. And if Dominic doesn't win it, I like either Finn or Dominic, because I think, well, take that back. I think Dominic will win it. But Pinter, I think the only other person I think will win it. And to be honest, they don't necessarily need the Intercontinental Championship for the breakup, but I think that would help. But yeah, so next one is the Sin City Street Fight. So basically a street fight between Damien Priest and Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre here, just like last year. Drew lost the title to Damien Priest cashing in. Drew tried to cash in last summer. He lost again. I know he's lost him one or two other times on television. He's about due for a victory. So I think he's going to finally get the win against Damien Priest here. So then there's the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship with defending champ Io, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. And I kind of alluded that this couple minutes ago. I do think Io is going to win this, because kind of like Roman Reigns on that one, she's the third wheel, and it's like, hey, don't forget about me type thing. And I think she will pin Rhea Ripley, because right now Bianca Belair is 4-0, but they've been specifically saying she's never been pinned in that Wrestlemania. So I think they kind of want to keep that up to where she's not the one getting pinned. And then, like I said, with Liv losing the tag team belts, you got Liv and Io. You have Dakota and Kairi Sane turn on her and go for the title as well. So you got a few opponents that she can go against with. So and as well. So and I've heard some people saying that Io should win because certainly, well, Rhea Ripley's last reign lasted what? Not quite 2 months. This would be slightly over, a little bit long, a little bit shorter, but still, I don't think Triple H's week is. I guess he does care about the length of a title reign, but he's not going to say someone's going to lose it 5 days after they won it too. So I remember that happening a lot during the Attitude Era, where someone will win the title on Monday Night Raw, the next night on the SmackDown tapings, they lose it right back. So then in the main event, it's a singles match for the Undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. John Cena's going to win. No ifs, buts about it. I think there's a slight possibility you might see The Rock. Travis Scott's going to be, I think it's been announced that he's going to be there, so you can see him coming out to do the match. But yeah, I think John Cena's going to win this match. At some point, he will turn back face, but as for now, you're going to see a new champion again. Now, potential 7th match is going to be involving Randy Orton. It's like one of the 3 matches that has not been. Well, this one hasn't been officially announced. They kind of alluded that he's going to have a match, but nothing announced. But Randy Orton, it's probably going to end up facing South Dakota. And I mentioned about him interfering on with Chico Fatu not winning. I could see Randy Orton winning this match against Solo with assistance from Jacob Fatu. So is that now? If Solo is not the intended opponent, I do see some a returning Aleister Black, a returning what's his name? My name's going blank. Rusev, that's what I'm thinking of. It's like, who am I thinking of? It's like, Rusev, because in 2017, the first time I went to, Rusev and Randy Orton had a match. I think it lasted 3 seconds. Okay, a little bit longer than 3 seconds, but it was maybe a minute or two, and Orton won. You can have Rusev take the victory away from him. So it's gonna be interesting to see how day one plays out and how it affects day two as well. Depending on which team you think he's going to join or whatever. Who's going to face, I should say. Now, there's 2 matches that should be added to this, but one is this match that I thought was going to be on Raw, on WrestleMania. Looks like it's going to be SmackDown. Well, 3 of the 4 I said 100%. The 4th one I thought there might be added to a fair 4-way, which kind of was. I thought it was going to be Street Profits, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns, and possibly Pretty Deadly as the 4th team. And I said this when I think DIY was the tag team champs. I can still see it happening. Not likely by the day, but I can still see it happening. Something's going to go screw up, and they have to announce it as maybe even for a pre-show match. Just lost my train of thought. So there's a couple of things too. I remember. I got Chelsea Green and her. Not defending the United States champion. This is the other one that I could be on too. And it's like when you got, especially after last Friday was Lena won by count out. Apparently, the match wasn't how the match was supposed to end. So you can easily add that too. So now you got 7 matches between, and night 2 you got 6 matches. Yeah, you can usually add plus like 3 more matches together and stuff. So, but these are my predictions for WrestleMania 41. Great there. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day.